Alright lads, welcome back to another episode of my Rangers Career Mode on FIFA 19. This is episode 29. We're almost at the big 30 mark, you know, big 30. That's a real long life, a dream of mine to get to episode 30 of this. But anyway, start off the game, simming this game against, start of the episode, sorry, simming this game against St Johnstone at home. 2-1 we do win, so that's not bad. And then we go into this game against Dundee United, no not Dundee United, imagine that, Dundee FC. In the league, we actually played them twice this episode, once in the league, once in the Scottish Cup, both of them away. So yeah, this fixture is pretty much repeated. But anyway, Dundee now coming forward, has a shot, 26 minutes, wasn't really much to go for, but now Ryan Jack giving it into Ross McCrory. Ross having a horrible touch and he loses it. Now it falls to their player, has a shot, and he just bangs that one on top bins, just like it's nothing. Just like it's absolute. That reminded me of Liverpool when they got beat by that team in the Champions League group stage. Well, who's the team that wasn't Napoli or PSG in the group? But one of their players scored an absolute banger against them, and it was kind of like that. They lost Wijnaldum lost the ball in the middle, and they passed it up. Or it was the same guy that won it actually. He ran on and then just banged the top ends. That was the second of the game. So yeah, we're 1-0 down to Dundee. Not very good. Not how I imagined this game going. But Ryan Jack now on the ball, giving it on to McBurger, and he has a shot for outside the box and he bangs that one, and I actually forgot it was a goal there. But yeah, McBurger with another goal to his name. He's really banging them in. McBurger has just turned up this season. Last season, of course, he scored quite a few, but this season he's up there with Morelos. You know, that's how much he's keeping up and banging them in. So yeah, how's your Christmas Eve going, lads? Are you excited for Christmas? You getting everything that Santa's bringing you? As Dundee almost going 1-0 up if it wasn't for a spectacular challenge by Sutar or Katic, I'm not too sure. But we're on the attack now in the second half. But I'll finish off what I was saying. Hope Santa brings everything that you asked for. I'm getting a new mic, so I'm using blue snowball right now, and I'm getting a blue Yeti with a pop filter and all that, different pop filters. So that should be not too bad. Hopefully you won't hear the p. I mean, I use as gyro as it sounds, right? I use a sock, and it kind of works to some extent, but obviously a pop filter is going to be better than a sock. If you don't know what a pop filter does, it takes out the breath when you say P. Obviously when I try and speak, I try and not say P as much. I try and keep it low key and all that. But anyway, Ryan Jack got injured earlier as you saw, but Billy Gilmore came on, put a beautiful ball into Smith Rowe, and he puts his 2-1 ahead, 78th minute, and two youngsters linking up, not too bad there. But yeah, as I was saying, Ryan Jack I think is out for 8 weeks, so that just gives, I mean we're going into transfer window, so I might buy a new centre mid, wink wink, wink wink, one that's been on the books for a while now, wink wink. Don't know what that means. Anyway, Billy Gilmore obviously bombing in that right wing, beautiful cross into Smith Rowe. I brought Billy Gilmore on for Jack Ryan. That was a good film anyway. I didn't see it, but I just thought it was no bad film. Get that advert and that, but Candace on the ball now, a couple of step overs inside. Can he get the cut back for McBurger? No, they end up getting the interception, and Art plays that one on, but they end up intercepting that, and now into stoppage time. Now going to come forward. Now we're going to handle this one pretty well as they, oh wait, they're actually through. They come forward, they pass it in the middle, and they put it under Fructo, and we somehow find ourselves equal terms with Dundee. 2 each, they've equalised in the final minute of stoppage time. It's actually over stoppage time now, and they've equalised against Dundee, against us anyway. Sorry, my watch my rollie just hit off the table there. I'm not shocked. Dundee coming forward. Oof, that's a kick in the stains, isn't it? Anyway, 2-0. Obviously we're still miles ahead in the league. Just wish that was the case in real life, you know. But I mean, it was a good result against St Johnstone, 2-1 in real life. Very on to this poor result away to Dundee. What was it with us drawing away to Dundee? We drew in real life away to Dundee, and we drew in this game, which is obviously way more important to Dundee. So yeah, now sim this second game of the episode against Hearts. I just wanted to get through this without another 6-game episode. So yeah, 3-1, we won that one. Now we go into a bunch of transfer stuff. So thank you to your suggestions, especially to that guy. I can't even mind your name, but you've got an underscore in your name, right? So Kynes, I did offer like a bit too much. Ben Woodburn I went in for, that was the centre mid, 7 million I put in for him. And then Kynes, but the guy with the underscore in his name, you'll probably know if you're watching this. You must love your Bundesliga, because you suggested Cruz, you suggested Kynes, you suggested Eggestein. Yeah, there's just so many players, but Kynes was the really one that stood out to me. Cruz and Eggestein, I think, is a wee bit. No, Eggestein is a young striker, but we've already got enough strikers, I think. So, and Cruz is like 31. So Kynes, 27, 77 rated. So yeah, he was pretty good. He was a pretty good option to go for. Not too expensive, not too old, not too young. Not as if being too young is a bad thing. Anyway, unless it's like 14, then you can't really expect a 14-year-old to be physically ready to play for Rangers. Unlike Rangers first team obviously, but obviously Rangers under 15, so have plenty of 14-year-olds, so that kind of makes sense. Anyway, that's something you should add as Middleton, one of our young players. Chips, beautiful chip that is. And I was going to say they should add in like a youth team thing to FIFA 20. I think if you put youth teams in, like not like under 12s and all that, like under 19s, under 21s. And then you get to see how well your youth teams are doing. You get a wee league. You can't play any games or anything because that would be a bit too much. But just see how the league's progressing, see how all the players are progressing. Because see, when you start off in career mode, you don't even have a youth team. See, that's just stupid. Why EA haven't ever thought about that? I could probably make a whole video just listing a bunch of things that EA should add, but they don't care about career mode really. They don't care that much about career mode, so that's why they don't. So yeah, Morelos on the ball, hits that and bangs it in. And Morelos, he's a banger. He's an absolute banger. He knows what he's doing in front of a goal. You saw his 2 goals against St Johnstone. If you didn't, go check him out. But aye, the Colombian boy, Morelos, he's a great player, you know, great player, Colombian. He's a goal scoring genius. He knows what it means to us. I know it's the wrong way about, but it still rhymes either way. Morelos now playing that one on to Glenn Middleton. He cuts it back and gives that one back to Morelos. He just bangs that one in. 2-0, 3-0, sorry, 2-0 to Morelos, 3-0 to Rangers. But Morelos, some player, right. I need to talk about something else. Right, so we ended up signing Kynes and Woodburn. Okay, the person who suggested Maddox, I thought it was. I didn't think it was. Obviously, we didn't scout him enough to know his rating, but just looking at his stats, like the predicted stats, I didn't think that he looked that good. So I was like, I'll just not get him. So sorry to the person who suggested Maddox, but and for that person who suggested Scott Brown, I'm very disappointed in you. Very disappointed in you. Anyway, Hibs, now, mate, I've not even mentioned Hibs this episode, but they came forward and had a good chance there. And now look at this, right? They actually one touch, volleying it to each other, bang, Fructo with a brilliant save, and that goes out for a corner. Hibs now on the ball, Effie Ambrose swings that one in, and Fructo with another amazing save. And now Kynes on the ball, and he gets wiped out. That's going to be full time. We're in the game 3-0, and we're on to the final game of the episode, which is yet again away to Dundee. In the Scottish Cup this time, so at Court Lane, the famous Court Lane. Ivory Lane's better than Court Lane. Like there's a poll. Ivy Lane or Court Lane? Ivy Lane is so much better. It's just a lot more nostalgic, like for pro clubs. I think that Town Park. Town Park's the best one, because that's the one you start off at in pro clubs. So you know, it's just nostalgic going back to FIFA 14, trying to get to Division 8 in pro clubs in Buchanan, and you're playing at Town Park every week, man. It's just a tough life you got to live. But we're 1-0 down to Dundee. We went 1-0 down last game, and we're 1-0 down again. What is happening? Why, like, in real life, we went 1-0 down? First game of the episode, 1-0 down. Second game of this episode was against Hibs. Third game of this episode, 1-0 down again to Dundee. It's just mad ting blood, isn't it? Anyway, it's a brilliant North London accent. Arp now on the ball, loses out, but it falls to Ben Woodburn. Ben Woodburn, where we drag back, gives that one through. Oh, no, he doesn't. Ball roll and drag back. Cup has a shot, but straight to the keeper. Now on the attack again, give it over to who gets that one in. Almost. Eventually comes back in to Ollie McBurger, but he has a shot and the keeper is equal to it. Second half now, and Morelos on the ball, giving that one through to Arp. Arp tries to find Middleton at the back. Was that Middleton? I think it was Middleton. No, it wasn't. It might have been Middleton. I think it was Middleton. Tried to find him at the back post, but no luck. And no luck here as Dundee have just delivered a chip of their own. It's karma, but maybe how much I talk, how much shit I talk. Probably a wee bit of karma there. FIFA were watching, and they're like, right, chip it, perfect. No, it wasn't as good as Milton's chip anyway. Milton's chip was really good. But aye, good chip. I'll give him that. It was a good chip. I probably should have brought Fruto out. He was in no man's land eventually. But McBurger on the ball, playing that one through to Morelos, who came on for Art, and he puts that one away. 2-1 now, and we're back in the game. We've got about, what, 24 minutes to get our goal. 2 goals would be ideal, but beggars can't be choosers. In this case, we'll take a second goal, because I mean we can't really go out in the Scottish Cup. That'll be a bit embarrassing to Dundee. Jesus. Ollie McBurger now on the ball, fake shot. He's going through, plays it through to Morelos. 1-on-1 now, and he slots it under the keeper, and there it is, 2-2. We're back in this game, and of course it's your boy Alfredo Morelos. Right, I just wanna see Alfredo Morelos. See like a post-match interview. Of course he got man of the match yesterday, so he got the champagne and all that on BT Sport. But it was Tav and Kyle Lafferty for the interview. Obviously Morelos wasn't there because he couldn't speak English. I would love it just to see him put in an interview and like just ask English questions and see what his responses are, because I think it would be hilarious. I would just love to see an interview of him that isn't in Spanish, because obviously you can't really relate to him in that because you're just reading subtitles. Anyway, we draw that game to each, so we're gonna have our replay at some point. Of course, you'll see. I'll probably sim it at home. It must be a win. Celtic by Leverkusen, Kilmarnock, Dundee, any other team. And that's gonna be the end of the video. Have a good Christmas, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.